All right. Shalom Yashala. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Waharaka Kwadash Brakathum. I like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Achaeon pushing this truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwat out there listening. Now this lesson, it's Abarazah, of course, through the spirit, I don't intend for it to be too long. But, like I always like to say, it's always according to the spirit. It's not about my flesh or how I feel. It's according to the spirit. And that's what some of these naysayers and detractors, heathens, 2/3 other sects don't get, man. Okay. It's like, why keep company with people or be around people that you don't agree with? Which, this scripture that I have, and I'm gonna read down. I'm gonna read down to verse 8. Okay, this is Amos chapter 3, verse 3. Can two walk together except they be agreed? You gotta ask yourself that, like, bro, ain't no reason to walk with you if we're not in agreement. Okay. So, it's kind of like going two ways, and we're going the way of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. These other sects are what? Not respecting the name of Yahweh, not respecting the name of Yahweh Shah. These heathens still calling on Jesus Christ. Okay, Jesus Cristo. No, we can't walk together because we're not on the same planes. Basically, we're not on the same level. Take that how you will, but it is what it is. Agree to disagree, and we don't agree with y'all. So, it's just really a waste of time. But, there's a need for a protagonist and an antagonist. That makes for a great story, right? A hero and a villain. So this is the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. This is the will of our Heavenly Father, right? Okay, I'll continue reading. So like it. Verse 4. Will a lion roar in the forest when he hath no prey? Will a young lion cry out of his den if he have taken nothing? In other words, no. Okay, this is basically just contrary to popular belief. Like, bro, if we don't agree, ain't no reason for Vocab Malone and these other guys to keep coming up to the camp. And that's another reason and behind the video, because I heard he went up to the brothers in Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken, and you're talking about the virgin birth, bro. Like, come on, bro. You're talking about something that's been covered time after time after time, bro. We're moving on, bro. We're moving on. When we've been moved on, 2/3 of our people are causing a rift with the progress of how, like, basically the mental the mental capacity to really see what's going on, man. Just having that mental fortitude. And it's also according to the spirit. The Lord just ain't dealing with 2/3, Now, granted, there are Jake that do have what? Zeal, and there's no denying that. But in the grand scheme of things, everybody has this whole, well, what, what I'm saying? Like, and questions are fine. But if you've come to no solution and you just want to question every goddamn thing, but still making no progress to further educate yourself on Yahweh Bashem Yahshua, how the scripture's been breaking down, the info that's been given to you. The apostles, bishops, and elders have always been in favor of do your own research, even after they break it down. Hey, brother, this happened, this and that, this time frame, well, this and this and that. But make sure you check it out for yourself, right? And just don't be out there parroting. Okay, that's taught to us, and that was taught to us, and we teach that to other brothers. You know. Let me reread verse 4 again. Will a lion roar in the forest when he hath no prey? Will a young lion cry out of his den if he have taken nothing? Okay, these are questions. Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth where no gin is for him? Okay, and that gin is a trap. Okay, so it's like, what do y'all expect you know when you come up to the men of the Lord? What do you expect? You expect to be like those who weren't firm in Yahweh Shem Yahshua to fold. That's really just Satan. you know Satan is seeing who seeing, going, and loosely paraphrasing. Matter of fact, let me get that. Bear me, Bible question. Where we at? Where is it? Further down. Bear me, Bible question. I was thinking, oh, okay. I was thinking that, and then I'm thinking about another verse. Salakia. This is okay, yeah, this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as an iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Okay? So never trust, these Edomites and these heathen that come up to the camp, Akim, and even 2/3. Now, granted, this is, the scriptures are twofold, but more so this is talking about because, these so-called devout Christians come up as if though, they really, as if though they're really concerned, like, bro, we have nothing to talk about. We have nothing to talk about at all, bro. And they just continue to, just, and it's just really just, them just being a demon. Well, what about this? What about that? Like, bro, your questions have been answered time after time after time. And if you can't get it, you just can't get it. Okay. And this is the verse I was initially looking for. The water for bearing with me. This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. Okay? Whom resist steadfast in faith, verse 9. Knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. Okay, see, we know one another. We know to trust one another through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. We could walk together. Okay, from the apostles, bishops, and elders on down. Okay, they've gone through things that down the road they know that we'd go through. Okay, we now understand the adversity that the apostles and bishops and elders have been through since being in the faith. Okay. That's why we're walking together. That's why we're on the highways and byways together. That's why we're on live streams together. Okay. And also these bootlicking ass niggas, okay, with these mics, in their face as well, and the Lord's gonna judge you proud ass niggas too, man, who have issue with men of the Lord, okay, walking in agreement. People really see at the teeth, man, to see the so-called Negro, so-called Latino, so-called Native American, so-called Jamaican, so-called Haitian, and so forth. Okay, you really hate the unity between the so-called blacks and so-called Latinos. That and overall, you hate the truth. That's why it burns you Edomites up and 2/3 of you niggas who have no spiritual bone in your body, man. Okay, and you heathens, okay, coming up, now everybody should be loving everybody now type of vibe. Like, no, bro. Hey, in the words of Elder Ariala, hey, these, which we all agree. Yes, love comes with conditions, bro. That whole unconditional shit just comes with an array of dysfunction. Like mistakes, people gonna make mistakes. People gonna have downfalls. But at the same time, those people are gonna have to look within and truly work on not making the same mistake over and over and over, man. And that's what's baffling to a lot of these bastards out here, man. The so-called black man, the so-called Latino man, the so-called Native American man getting along and agreeing and being in agreement. Okay, we agree. The apostles, bishops, and elders, and so forth, we agree. We believe. Y'all don't believe what we believe. That's cool. Trust me. We bros been around for years, around one another. Formed a beautiful bond amongst another and with one another. Like, bro, nobody's losing sleep because you niggas don't believe. Okay. Let me reread verse 5. I'm back in Amos chapter 3, verse 5 again. Can a bird fall in a snare upon the earth where no gin is for him? Okay. So in other words, no. Shall one take up a snare from the earth and have taken nothing at all? So it's like, bro, everything that y'all try to come with, it makes no it makes no sense, man. Point blank, period. You're not gonna be able to sway us, man. Abaratazar, we stay in the spirit to where we're not swayed, man. And y'all never have no solutions outside of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. You got hella disagreements, or we breaking the scriptures down wrong. We're this and we're that. Like, look, man, work on your faith, man. Okay? And once again, that's why these people are seething at the teeth, man. Because you so-called Negroes, you so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans are coming together for righteous reasons. Okay? And those righteous reasons are the will of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. So this is the will of the Lord. So once again, in the grand scheme of things, y'all truly don't love the Lord. You don't love Yahweh. You love the God that the church speaks of. You're not talking about the God of the Bible we worship, bro. Point blank, period, man. Okay. Let me reread verse 6 again. I haven't read that yet. Salaki. This is verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? Like, bro, if an alarm, if it's an alert, a tornado alarm, hey, right? You just don't, this whatever. No. So in other words, no, we don't agree. Why are you wasting your time with the camps? To be quite honest with you, why are you wasting your times coming up telling us, hey, We don't agree, bro. We don't agree on the names. Okay, we don't agree y'all with y'all terrible breakdowns and so forth, man. Okay, we agree with Yahweh Bashim Yashah, so that's why amongst ourselves, hey, we can walk together, agree. We ain't going in different directions. Okay? This is back in verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, bad times? Shall there be evil in a city, and Yahweh hath not done it? Right? Because we understand that the Most High is in control. In other words, no. Verse 7. Surely the Lord, our power, will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. That's why y'all don't get it. Okay? Straight up. Okay? That so the Lord, you'll know when the Lord reveals it unto you. And the Lord just hasn't, he didn't bother revealing it unto y'all, man. You just don't get it. Okay? And that's why people come up so damn furious. These, like, bro, brothers ain't doing nothing out there. Ain't hurting, ain't harming nobody. Reading the scriptures. Speaking truth. 100% truth. Okay? Y'all just pissed that we're in agreement. We ain't out there doing no nigga shit. So that's what y'all have an issue with. If we were on our ass, pants sagging and had our life on our back, eating out of trash cans, you wouldn't have no problems. Right? Y'all would love just for Jake to be docile, okay, without a clue. But we're not moving like that. The Lord doesn't have us moving like that. So that's where the issue is. Y'all, that's what y'all pissed about. Okay. Verse 8. The lion hath roared. Who will not fear? Okay. You ain't just going, the lion's just roaring. Nah, bro, you going, man, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You know, you can act unbothered all you want. And see that's why the Lord gonna set a lot of you people up for the okie doke, man. You want to be so docile and not taking heed to what the scriptures are saying and what the signs are saying because y'all don't get it. Y'all walking in a different direction, and me and amongst the apostles, bishops, and elders, and younger brothers and so forth. Hey, we walking. You know, we're we're walking in a direction where Yahweh Bashim Yashah is. Okay, let me finish off on verse 8. The lion hath roared, who will not fear? The Lord our power hath spoken, who can but prophesy? Okay. And a lot of you clowns, you know, you won't, get these messages that we're getting. You know, I'm reading straight from the Bible. This is nothing I just sat up in my room and just wrote. And no, this is quoted from Yahweh Bashim Yashah. Okay. So in other words, at the last part, it says who can but prophesy is who can refuse to proclaim this message when you read it in the NLT. Okay. Like, what are y'all, what are what are y'all expecting to get out of Jake? You know, and we know through the spirit, like, bro, y'all just want to see Jake, fail, desolate, Jake out of there, man. You know, that's what people would like, you know, but it's just not gonna happen, especially for bros who are very much so firm in the earth, firm in the faith. So like it, you know. So for those who you know, all those verses I read was other words meant no. Okay, the lion hath roared. Who will not fear? You not gonna fear? Okay. You just gonna be la 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 if you hear a lion roar. No. So in other words, no, we don't agree with y'all. Y'all don't agree with us. You know, go on about your day. Okay. And that was, man, that's you know, that's heavy in that last verse, bro. Y'all, you know, people playing with fire with you know, with this whole docile, nonchalant, proud ass spirit, man. Oh, I'm good. No, nothing's gonna happen. Or I could just, you know, all right, we'll see. We'll see, man. But that's all I had on this. And Abaratazah, this is edifying for the body. So with that, once again, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Waha Rakakodash Brakathum. Once again, I like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akiam, pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aquatat that listening. Shalom.